Alright.
Should be live if someone can check that out.
I'm about to.
So, quick
Yeah,
roll
we're live.
call.
Alright.
Joe Parrish is here. I, Westcott, am here. Bear is not here. His proxy will be Legislature's, Legislator Sun Tzu Warrior. It's not a problem because he's not in the cabinet. Minister Fruity Tree is here. Joe Bob is not here, and he has appointed the proxy of MJ.
Yep.
So, moving over to the game. Go ahead and get started here. Okay. We have a worker in Beijing. He's making a farm from last session. Any objections to that?
No.
No objections.
No objections.
We have our great prophet. Thanks, Joe. Can someone please tell me what the religious cooperative has decided on for our religion and shit? And put it all in the voice chat community. That's what I'm looking at right now. It's fine, Sun Tzu. If you just post in that voice chat or text channel, it'll be fine. I've finally gotten 2 monitors already set up, so it's a lot easier.
Yeah, that'll help.
But does anyone have the shit we need to do?
I personally do not.
They have passed it, right? Pretty sure they have. They only passed tithe? I see that Mr. Querendo is here, so if you would like to tell me what we need to pick, that'd be cool too. Can we get a confirmation on tithe and religious community? Okay. Well, found in the religion. We vote for next turn. Retro, if you just turn down your volume, it will be done. I don't think you can locally mute, at least not on Apple.
I don't think so, yeah.
Unless maybe you went through a browser app. Anyways, next turn. Yes, no, maybe.
Yeah, next turn.
Yes.
One May has grown. We can have a building. We can build a judiciary court, Temple of Anubis, or sorry, Temple of Artemides, or the Mausoleum of Halicarnassus for wonders. I don't think we should be building wonders in this city. Or we can build a barracks, a walls, a coliseum, or a market. A market could possibly attract Persian caravans.
I think a market would be a good choice.
Yeah, we definitely need the market.
Yeah.
Next turn.
Next turn, yeah.
Next turn.
Next turn.
Next turn, yeah.
We
Next
started
turn.
this session on turn 95, so we will hopefully be going to 110. It got thrown off because we picked up a religion. Next turn.
Next turn, yeah.
Next turn.
Very interesting. Next turn.
Next turn.
Next turn, yeah.
Yeah, so it seems like this mountain range goes all the way to what I would assume is the ocean. So it is very defensible if we just settle all throughout here. Plenty of city spawns.
Could be very useful.
We have a worker from May. There's not much we can do in May right now. We could set up mines, but, you know, it's not too great. We did grow, so we're working a mine when I think we should probably be working a jungle. Are we fine with just getting rid of the production focus thing? Because that's just annoying, and we're never gonna remember to do it all. The idea behind it is you will get one extra production every 20 turns. Do you guys mind if I set the focuses for cities to default?
No, I don't mind that.
Yeah, that's
It's a very minimal loss.
So does this worker from May start working in Beijing? Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'll
You wanna
second that.
build a farm.
Mhm.
One more.
Yes, farm would be a good
Yeah.
choice.
We have another worker here in Beijing. Do we want to send it up to Shanghai to start working in Shanghai? We can also start building a road to Shanghai.
Maybe we could build a road to Shanghai and then get him to continue on from there in Shanghai.
Yeah. So we good with that?
That's a good idea. Yeah.
Buddhism has been founded.
Interesting.
The beliefs are religious center. Temples provide +2 happiness. Sacred path for jungle culture. And ceremonial burial. So they have a lot of happiness. Next turn.
Next turn.
Next turn.
Our deficit has stabilized, mostly due to the finishing of the road between Beijing and Wanmei. It's gonna tick down a bit more when we start building these roads. We are 2 turns away from the pyramids. Can I get a next turn?
Next turn, yeah.
Eastern Orthodoxy has been boosted. Next turn.
Next turn.
Next turn.
We have completed the pyramids.
Yay.
This is the Liberty Special Wonder. It gives us 25% increased construction speed on improvements. Added with the 25 we get from Liberty, that's half off building infrastructure and tile improvements. We also get 2 free workers. They still cost maintenance, but we just get them.
Alright. Sweet.
So we can send one up to Shanghai right away and start just building shit while we build the road. We good with that?
Yeah.
So I'm gonna rename this guy Shanghai. That amendment was passed, correct? If anyone can confirm. The amendment where we can...
Let me check it out.
Yeah. Rename the shit. We are 3 turns away from finishing Liberty. The plan so far has been to pick up a great engineer and rush Petra in Shanghai. We're all still on board with that?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Awesome. In the meantime, what do we want to build in Beijing? We have Barracks Walls, Coliseum, Market. We have a couple wonders, which I don't really think we should do. We can also build units, or even a caravan.
Did you say market?
We could build a market.
Market
I
would
think
be useful.
the market would be the best choice.
I wouldn't mind seeing a barracks built, because I know there is a push going on in the legislature, I believe, to get war going with Shanghai or Shanghai. So we're gonna need more units, and having that barracks is gonna help. But I'm not opposed to a market either. Just putting it out there.
I think it's important to have the money though first before we could do that,
For
because
sure.
the barracks will cost more
Yeah. Okay.
along with the units.
That's true.
Market it is.
Market.
Have we got a confirmation on that the amendment passing?
Can't find it.
I think it was in the most current session, so it probably hasn't passed. Yeah, I'm not gonna risk it for now, so I'm just gonna move it north to start building. Do we want to send this other worker to Wanmei to make some mines? Or we can just keep it in Beijing and keep hyper-developing Beijing.
Let's keep it here for now.
Yeah, I'm fine with that. Build some farms.
Yeah, I'm fine with that.
Next turn.
Next turn.
Temple of Artemis has been built in a faraway land.
Interesting.
We have completed philosophy.
Very sweet.
We have an event, social reforms. Your advisors have proposed a number of policies that would likely profit our nation greatly if taken into effect. They are extremely radical, however, and it is possible that many will not take well to the changes. We can A, ignore the proposals, nothing happens. Or B, we can implement the proposals. We would gain 41 culture, which would let us finish Liberty right now. Could theoretically, possibly, you know, let us get Petra if someone builds it a turn before we can. But there's also a 20% chance that the Empire enters anarchy for 2 turns, which isn't very fun.
How far away did you say we were from finishing Liberty?
We are currently 56 out of 270, and we're gaining 13 a turn, so we are 2 turns out. This would get us this turn, and then like a couple turns for the engineer to get to Shanghai.
I think we should wait because we're close to getting that engineer, and that like, if we went into anarchy with that 20%, we would certainly never hear the end of that.
Yeah, Sun Tzu has voted to wait. I will too. Anyone else?
Yeah. Ignore the proposals.
Okay, philosophy finished, so we have a technology. There's no current suggestions from the legislature because we finished construction currency and philosophy. We can do sailing in 3 turns. We can do horseback riding in 6 turns. We can do drama and poetry in 9 turns. We can do engineering or ironworking in 10 turns. And we can do guilds in 15. We do have 1 happiness currently. We aren't growing for a little bit, but it wouldn't be a horrible idea to pick up horseback riding, maybe in a bit though. Get that Circus Maximus going. But we don't even have coliseums in a lot of cities.
What does engineering unlock?
Engineering lets us build the Great Wall, which would be fitting. It lets us build aqueducts, which are nice. It lets us construct forts, which we don't care about. It allows us to build bridges over rivers, lets our units move a bit farther, and it gives us an additional trade route.
Trade route could be useful.
We are going to get additional trade route from Petra, and we currently have 1 slot that's not being used.
What about drama and poetry?
That wouldn't be a bad choice.
Yeah, drama and poetry is going to give national epic, which we're probably not going to be building anytime soon. It'll allow us to get amphitheaters, which probably also would be down the line. Writers Guild, probably down the line. Parthenon, which we probably can't catch.
Would we be interested in building the Great Wall?
Not really.
Let's go with horseback then, for now.
They can do horseback.
Yeah.
Next turn.
Next turn.
Next turn.
You're going to 120. Let the record show Sun Tzu voted for ironworking. Okay, Shanghai has finished, I believe, a watermill. We can build barracks, granary, papermaker, shrine, water, or walls, coliseum, market. I believe we are legally obligated to build a papermaker, which I'm not opposed to. A granary would be pretty nice to get, but we need a papermaker.
Yeah.
Paper maker.
And it doesn't hurt that we don't get the granary because we only have 1 happiness. So give it some more time to build that up before we start growing more.
Sounds good.
Yeah. Let's see. So we are going to grow into these gyms in 4 turns. So I'm going to go ahead and just start moving this worker straight to the gyms. We agreed to that, correct?
Yeah, sounds good.
Yeah.
Yes,
Sounds good.
perfect. Next turn.
Next turn.
Next turn.
We have discovered the Netherlands. Do we want to trade embassies?
I think that would be beneficial. I'd support it.
I'll support it.
Okay. I think there might be some bad news right here. Okay, now. Thought that was Petra. We maybe adopt a policy? Are we gonna pick meritocracy from Liberty Tree? Closed out.
Yes.
One more.
Yeah.
We get to select a free great person. Are we gonna pick a great engineer?
Yes.
Yes.
We have gotten Alexander Graham Bell, off to build the Petra. We agreed to that earlier. We have a worker here in Beijing. Keep making farms.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Next turn.
Next turn.
Next turn.
Next turn.
Next turn.
Next turn.
Yo, Joe, are you here?
You might need a Joe Bomb. I don't know.
I mean Joe Parrish.
Joe Harris? Yes, he's here.
Okay, I'm gonna start chopping this jungle because we're gonna grow into it next turn. Everyone good on that?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Keep making farms with this guy.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm gonna make one a bit north in Shanghai. Is that okay?
Yeah.
Yeah, I think that's fair.
Next turn.
Next turn.
Next turn.
Songhai has entered the medieval era. We can pick another research. We completed horseback riding. So if we go drama and poetry, we can pick up civil service, which will get us a lot of food because we have a lot of freshwater tiles. Do we want to do that?
I think we should. Free up workers.
Yeah, I'll vote in favor of that.
I'm just gonna click on civil service. since that's our plan. We cleared a barbarian encampment. Some horses. Okay, we're gonna switch production in Shanghai to the Petra.
Okay.
We're agreeing on this, correct?
Yes.
Yes.
Move it to the top of the queue, and use our great worker, great guy. Next turn.
Next turn.
Next turn.
Hinging Gardens has been built in a faraway land. But Petra has been built here. Very beautiful place. We get +1 food and production in all desert tiles, except for floodplains. We get an additional trade route and a free caravan. And we get +6 culture if we discover archaeology. So we have this caravan here. We can't send it anywhere from Shanghai. If we send it to Wanmei, we might be able to reach Persepolis. Probably not, though. But if we send it to Beijing or Wanmei, we can send food between cities. Do we want to do that?
Yeah.
Sending it to Beijing. Yeah, so Shanghai is a beast of a city now. With those beautiful desert sheep hills. Just ridiculous desert sheep hills. That's not even with a, like, we don't even have a granary or improved that tile. So it's gonna be like ridiculous. But in the meantime, production in Wanmei, we finished a market. If we built a caravansary, it would take 22 turns, but we would probably be able to trade with Persia. I don't think it's really worth it.
I don't think it would be worth it either.
No.
Barracks in 13, walls in 13, Coliseum in 18. Happiness will soon be an issue. We are getting those gyms online, but all of our cities are going pretty soon.
Maybe we could do the Coliseum to keep ahead on the happiness.
I'm open to that.
I think that's a good idea.
Next turn.
Next turn.
Next turn.
About 9 more turns after this.
Alright.
Worker open Wanmei. Do we want to improve these deer?
Yeah.
It's not in Wanmei, sorry, it's in Beijing. It's named Wanmei. This caravan, we can give 4 food to either of our settled cities. Which one would we like? If we turbocharge Shanghai, it will compound, because, like, we'll get a lot of shit. But also we have to keep in mind our happiness problem.
It's true.
Let me see what the range on a caravan is, if it tells me here. It does not tell me. That's annoying. Happiness is a minor future problem, Genesian.
I think Shanghai would be a good idea. Turbocharging them would help.
Yeah, I also agree with that. And it looks like Sun Tzu does too. Shaved 2 turns off the wreath. Next turn.
Next turn.
Next turn.
We have connected Shanghai. Our deficit is still 0. Or, I guess probably now 0.
Okay.
We can enact the decision tax reforms. It costs us 85 culture. It gets us 225 gold. We don't need this. If you guys want it, you can vote on it.
I would be against it.
Yeah.
I think it's important to keep our culture going.
We have this worker in Shanghai. Can we fix up this wheat here?
Yeah. It's a good idea.
Yeah.
Next turn.
Next turn.
Next turn.
I think I want to see a 4th city soon. Up to the north.
Not a bad idea.
So yeah, we can make our 4th city here. We can get some shit, but like the yields are really basic. This worker can it improve in Shanghai? Yes.
Yeah.
Perfect.
Yes.
Next turn.
Next turn.
Next turn.
Okay. Shanghai has grown. Paper maker is built in Shanghai. Market has been built in Beijing. So
Coliseum.
we are 2 turns away from getting our mine here, which will give us 6 happiness. We will drop to 5 because Wanmei is about to grow. But after that, we will have a pretty decent period before we need more happiness. Do we want to make a settler?
Yes.
How many turns until growth are we on that city?
We are 8 turns till growth in Beijing.
And how many turns for a settler?
7. But it will probably take less. We have not heard you at all today, Joe. I'm going to vote for the settler.
I'll vote in favor of the settler as well.
MJ and Joe, it's up to you.
And then drop it on the production focus after we've selected it.
Joe has voted for Oracle. So MJ, it's up to you.
Go with Oracle as well.
You're voting for Oracle. 30 turns on a wonder. That's been researched for a while.
That's true. That is quite long. Didn't realize that. Yeah, let's go with settler,
I think that.
then.
So, Fruity, what did you vote for?
I voted for settler.
That is 3 for settler. I'm going to switch to all production in Beijing. Yes?
Yeah. Yes.
So... it's going to take 5 turns.
Alright.
Build something in Shanghai in just ridiculous speed. Yeah, we can build at 18 in Shanghai if we want to do Oracle. But Shanghai needs a lot of buildings. I would like to do Granary for sure. That's going to give us food on that wheat and food in general to just continue growing this city. Joe once again is voting for Oracle. I'm voting for Granary.
I'm voting for Granary as well.
It's 3 for Granary.
I think even 18 turns is too long to commit for such.
Yeah.
Oh my. Let's go vote on that. Next turn.
Next turn.
Next turn.
Next turn.
Next turn.
about 5 more turns here. It is 1 AD, by the way. We skipped that.
Oh, alright.
It's 925 AD. Jesus has been born. Well, no, he died. That's my bad. Worker in Shanghai. We can do some stuff on farms or hills. We have gyms online. So I propose our gym worker goes to this iron, gets that online. We good on that?
Yeah.
Okay. And then this other worker makes a farm.
Alright.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. So we've kind of neglected 1 May worker-wise, but really it only has hills. We don't want to mess with those jungles. When it grows into these forests in the south, or even in the north a bit, we'll have more to do. Next turn.
Next turn.
Finished drama and poetry. We're working on civil service.
Alright.
Unless we want to change that.
No, let's keep
I think that. Yeah. Let's keep it the same.
Worker finished the deer. Do we want to build a mine on this hill? Beijing has pretty cruddy production, so I would like a mine.
I'll vote in favor of that.
Same here.
Joe, your light is lighting up, but you are still unheard by me at least. Next turn.
Really?
No.
Oh, I hear him now.
Oh, good.
We can hear you now. Next turn.
Next turn.
Finished a granary in Shanghai, making it even more ridiculous of a city.
Hell yeah.
So we can build units there, maybe. Probably not.
I don't think it's worth it at this point.
Yeah, probably not. Do we want to upgrade this archer for 80 gold? We have 125 in the bank and a 7 gold surplus. It would be really nice.
And we're not losing gold right now, correct?
Do that at the end, Genesis.
We have
No, we
7.
are gaining 7 gold.
Okay. Yeah. I'd be in favor of upgrading him then.
I'm in favor.
Yes, I'm in favor too.
Production in Shanghai. We can do market, coliseum, caravansary, amphitheater walls, shrine, barracks.
Barracks could be
How long for a shrine?
And stables. Shrine would be 2 turns. I would kind of like to see a coliseum.
How long for a coliseum?
6.
Yeah, I'd say coliseum.
That is a
Yes,
third
Coliseum.
that's a third of 1 May. Of what 1 May is taken. Next turn.
next season.
Okay, I'm gonna switch production back. I'm gonna switch tiles back in Beijing. Can I get 2 yays on that?
Yes.
Yes.
Sweet. Back to working all of those damn farms. Production in Beijing. Judiciary Court would take 9 turns. If we wanted to do that.
Okay.
We can also do barracks in 6, walls in 6, amphitheater 8, caravansary 10, coliseum 8, temples 8. I wouldn't be against barracks. A walls would be something nice to get around right now. Just in case. We have a military unit suggestion from Sun Tzu. Could build another spearman.
Walls wouldn't be a bad choice.
Not a bad idea.
I think barracks would be better.
Yeah, I would like to see a barracks get put down.
Let's get a barracks down, yeah.
Okay, we have our settler here. Where exactly do we want to settle? Two proposals currently are up north here in this little bay. It would get a furs, a fish, ivory. It would be next to a mountain. It would have a nice little oasis over here. Nice hills and forests. A lot of fresh water. The other one is down here by the marble. It would be a defensive location against Songhai to an extent. Probably settle right
To the south.
here. We could reach the northern location. This is all going to be next session, but we can reach the northern location in 7 turns. And we can reach the southern location in about 6.
I think the southern location is ideal.
I agree.
That's 2 for southern. It's 3 for southern with Sun Tzu. So this settler is going to follow along with the warrior, and the composite bowman is going to find them in the rear. Okay. Worker in Shanghai. Want to build another mine or maybe farm on this hill?
Let's go with farm.
Next turn.
Next turn.
Next time.
Next turn.
This is our last turn,
Alright.
so we'll go through some screenshots. It's a barbarian encampment down by Colombo. Ooh. We can codify the laws. This will cost us 200 culture, and we gain a code of laws.
I've been trying to do that with the Gentry of Justice.
I don't know what code of laws does. Code of laws. We length of the golden age is increased by 25%. And it gives us 4 happiness and 1 culture. This would cost us 200. I wouldn't be against this. It's pretty nice.
Neither would I.
It would give us
It's
extra
not bad.
happiness for our new city. It could mean we can rush our 5th city faster, which I would really like to do.
That could be really, really helpful, yeah.
Yeah. So
I would vote in favor of it. Yeah.
Fuck off, you no 5th city. Okay. We're gonna codify the laws. We now have Beijing code of laws. This settler is continuing south here. We have found one of Persia's cities. Ekbatana. Ekbatana.
Don't hurt
Worker
yourself
in
saying
yeah. So we can do a mine or a farm in this Shanghai hill. I'm kind of thinking farm.
Farm.
Oh, one more.
Farm.
I'll vote for a farm. Yeah.
Oh, we can also build a farm on this other hill. Yes. Yes, no. Yes, no, yes.
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 Alright.
Yeah, I'm gonna want this guy in garrison. Next turn.
Next turn.
Oh.
Next turn.
We are not doing next turn. We've come to an end.
True.
So, end of the session. Pretty good. We have a third settler out. We have 8 happiness and 9 gold. Quite a turnaround from the start of the session, where we had a deep deficit and teetering at like 1 or 2 happiness. So yeah, we codified the laws, which is nice. Get some better golden ages. The connecting of Shanghai and Mei really boosted the money. As we can see here, we get 12 from city connections, which is most of our surplus.
Founded a religion.
Yeah, we founded a religion, which probably also helped a bit. Yeah, we get 2 from religion. Our religion is Tianjin, with desert folklore, tithe, and religious communities. We are a couple turns out from our next great prophet, in which we can enhance. I don't really think I can tell you what stuff we're gonna have available. If you look through here and subtract everything, it's all of not this that we have available. What else? Yeah, we're making that new city. We got Petra online, of course, because we closed Liberty. That was nice. Show some screenshots. This is our economic stuff. We see Mei is still making more money than Shanghai, but Shanghai is the superstar city. Just covered in shit. Once we get civil service online, these are gonna be 3 food, 3 production, 1 faith. Like, all of these hills will be, including this one. The sheep doesn't even have a stable. I'll be better. Do not know, Sun Tzu. Do not know why we can't hear you.
No idea.
We aren't far from a golden age. Our 1 trade route is going... Oh, we do have 1 trade route available with Persia, but it's like 2 gold. Yeah, we have one trade route going from Beijing to Shanghai with some food, just to pump it up even more, apparently. Start of next session, I wouldn't mind to see one of these workers in Shanghai just starts building our road up here, so that we can set up the 5th city. Of course, the settler is going to take a couple turns to get down here. We got to pick an exact point where we want to settle, so definitely think about that. Ministers here. There's points where we can get like a horse, but that's a really shit horse. Probably want to get this iron if anything, and a marble. What else? What else? Build a load of buildings. Got the pyramids, of course.
Yep.
Yeah, go through Info Addict, I guess. We can see our score just leaped up here. Now we're overtaking the people we know from all those wonders. Military's kind of meh. Treasury has been leaping all about. Our science is pretty mediocre. I guess we can look at the demographics real fast. Demographics wise, we have the 8th population, 5th crop yield, 3rd manufactured goods, 2nd GNP. So we do have good money. We have the 10th land, but that's going to change when we settle those extra cities. We have the 11th soldiers, but we are getting barracks online in Beijing. Probably plan to make a couple extra units. 6th approval, but we have 8 happiness, so it does not matter. We have 10th literacy. We are behind the average by 2%, behind the leader by 4 or 5. So we do need to look at our science a bit. Yes, we did meet the glorious Netherlands, Haldir.
Yeah.
Very glorious. If we look over here, they have dyes and sugar. They have that is
Ethanol.
that's a nice Netherlands spawn. How many cities they have? Ooh, they have 5 cities. Shanghai has still only the 2, so he is pretty small. Could definitely overtake him. Ooh. Shanghai already has marble, which is good news to us, because that means he probably won't really care about this marble, so we shouldn't have any competition with it. Kinda sad to see there's no land over here we can really pick up. A lot of desert. There might be a city in this little area here. Where's my spearman? I'll send him over here. Researched a couple techs. Here's the tech tree for everyone. Still haven't touched sailing because we haven't touched the ocean. Netherlands are doing pretty good. They have a lot of ones. Shanghai has the 3rd biggest military. Third biggest out of the people we know. So wait, no, he has 35, 36, we have 20. He's not that far ahead of us. Yeah, so Sun Tzu, the only recon we would really need on Shanghai right now is the capital. But I don't think we have plans for taking his capital. We might, but I doubt it. And if we do, we probably don't want to settle the South City. The Dutch have a trade for 1 guy for 4 horses. What the I want that trade. Songhai's trading his iron to Persia. That's good to know. Oh yes, of course, Haldir is Dutch. I forget. We did finish our liberty, so it will be up to the legislature to pick a new tree. You want to discuss what we think they should pick? They do have 20. There will be probably not a session. This will most likely be before we end the session. These will probably go up in culture. I guess if we settle the city, that'll change a bit. Okay, well, I'm gonna save.
Alright.
The Speaker of the Legislature is a Dutch insider. Okay, well, good stream, guys. See you later.
Yeah.
Hopefully this one is saved.